Alright, so you read the title, so you already know what's up. This is Rad Sechrist Story Sprints from a student's perspective. I'm learning, I'm applying, and hopefully you can do the same. Now the title of this is the Storyboard Basics. And before I even get into it, I just gotta have a quick disclaimer. What you're watching is me me doing the homework for the Storyboard Basics, where I'm basically taking a scene from a TV show that I like and I am drawing the composition that I see in each frame. Meaning like every time the camera cuts, I'm going to draw the next scene. Paying special attention to where the characters are in the scene and where that horizon line is. Alright, so let's get into it. Oh, one more quick disclaimer, I had to say it. This is not as easy as you might think it is. This is my first time really like doing something like this where I focus on the composition, and it's pretty quick pace because you don't want to focus too much on how well you're drawing. You just want to make sure you're capturing those two specific things. That horizon line, it can be difficult to locate sometimes. Sometimes it's just completely not in the scene, or sometimes you just have to pay special attention to that vanishing point in the scene to locate that horizon line, and sometimes it's easy. And then the second thing you want to pay special attention to is where the characters are in the scene. And what I came to realize was that I draw them kind of like at this standard size, but sometimes they're like really close and way closer than I would have ever drawn myself. So I realized even through this quick homework, which wasn't quick actually, it took a little minute to finish, I learned a lot. Alright, so let's get into it. So with the storyboard basics, there are three common shots. The first being the close-up shot, the second being the medium shot, and the third being the full shot. And it is good practice to have that horizon line below the eye level of the subjects. That's ideal. Now this video is for storyboard artists or those that aspire to be that. And when it comes to storyboarding, you might think that it's important to use dynamic shots. It's because you want to show your skill, you're an artist, that's what you do. Well, on the contrary, acting is more important than the shot choice. So using those shots, those three common shots, you can put more of your focus in the acting. When it calls for a dynamic shot choice, then have at it. Your job ultimately though is to tell the most interesting story. Now my favorite tip from the entire tutorial was to cut on action. I felt like I was doing this naturally due to years of watching TV shows and movies, but it's important to do this consciously. Now to do this, you want to freeze your character in time. And then after that, you want to pick it up from exactly where they were. In other words, same pose, different camera angle. Alright? Next, you can't talk about storyboard basics without covering that 180 rule. It's simple, however, something so simple is somehow easier to mess up. Alright, let's just go over real quick. Here's a scenario. You have a character on the left, you have a character on the right. You just want to make sure that they remain on their designated sides. Now, you, as a storyboard artist, are operating from the perspective of a camera, as if this was like live action. So you have to know the rule in order for you to properly break the rule. So an example of breaking the rule is crossing that 180 line. In other words, instead of being in front of character A and character B, and character A being on the left, character B being on the right, you are now behind character A and character B, looking over their shoulder, and in this case, the characters would flip positions on the screen because you have officially crossed the line.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and stay tuned to see how it turned out. Peace.
Yo, I am so psyched for Invisible Force 2.
Please, Invisible Force 1 was lame. I'm all about Rising Tide.
Rising Tide? The Deep? Translucent could kick the Deep's ass.
How? He's invisible. That's like all he's got. That's it.
Exactly. He sneaks up on the Deep, and then boom, motherfucker!
So the
Sit down!
Deep makes a shark bite Translucent's dick off.
How's he gonna find his dick? It's invisible.